Hello there, my name is Dr. Simon Thornton and I'm the Work Integrated Learning Will Academic for RMIT's College of Business and Law. That means if you're studying business and you're undertaking an industry partnered work experience or internship, then you're most likely doing so on a course that I'm responsible for. It's really important to me that RMIT doesn't just maintain its long-standing reputation for industry engagement, but each year it builds on it and enhances on it for future cohorts of students. So with that in mind today, I'm going to speak with Sam Quirk. Sam is a former Bachelor of Business, applied international business student, and whilst he did a 4-year degree, he undertook a number of placements with industry partners. Sam, can you tell us about the internships you undertook while you were studying business at RMIT?
I did 2 internships when I was studying international business. The first one was at Adidas in Germany, where I was an IT project management intern. And the second one I did was at Salomon in France, where I was a global retail operations coordinator. These were 2 really amazing experiences that really opened my eyes to the opportunities out there in the professional realm, and also 2 really enjoyable experiences working overseas. It was great to be able to compare working in Germany and then in France, and then the difference between working in those different work cultures. Further to that, just developing as a young professional in an environment where you're allowed to fail and where you're expected to you're not expected to come in with any particular skill set, but just a willingness and a hunger and a desire to learn. I really felt was set me up really well for where I am now, and the opportunities that came after those internships. It was great to really develop a skill set in project management at my first internship, and then be able to really dive into customer experience in my second internship. So those skill sets have been really helpful in the current role I'm in now. So I'm really thankful for that, and just the opportunity to work and live overseas was really one of the highlights of my life so far, and I'm very keen to do that again one day.
How did these internships enhance your experience of studying business? And in particular, how did this opportunity help you find employment once you'd graduated the university?
My internships in Germany and France were probably the highlight of my time studying RMIT, and I had to be a student to do those internships. So that was a really important part of that. They set me up for my current job just through the experiences and the skills that I gained through that. Going into job interviews, having done internships or having previous professional work experiences really give you something to talk to in your interviews, and also there's proof that you are able to deliver on the skills that you're putting forward to jobs, and you're a tried and tested professional after you've done an internship. So they were both very, very helpful in securing a role out of university, and also just getting a role when I returned to Australia after my internships.
Sam, finally, what advice would you give to our prospective new students that are watching this short video today and are considering studying business at RMIT?
I'd say the best thing to do is to try and pursue what you're really interested in, and tie that in with business. So for me, coming out of my internships, I had really learned that although I love sports, which I was able to get through Adidas, and skiing and snowboarding, which I was able to get through Salomon, they weren't actually industries that I wanted to work in the future. And my experience in France, I was really able to sort of reconnect with nature, living in the Alps, and that directed me to want to journey into, or to start exploring the intersection of business, technology, and climate change and sustainability. So I was able to do that in my final year, where I took electives in those areas and started really thinking about how I could apply myself in that area in the future. So that would be my advice is, business degrees are really well-rounded, and if given the opportunity to tie that in with an intersection that you're really interested in, then that's a really great opportunity to take. Another thing I'd say is just to take all opportunities that present yourself at university to get involved, whether that be with sport clubs, whether that be with student associations or other extracurricular activities. It's a great way to meet new people. It's a great way to build skill sets outside of your studies. And again, it's really good for your employability. And a lot of what I had done through my extracurricular things at uni helped me to get my internships in the first place, when I was having to compete against hundreds of people for these internship positions. So that would be my advice to people. And if you are given the opportunity, go overseas, whether that's with either doing through an exchange for studies to another university, or if you're given the opportunity to do your internships overseas, back yourself, take the risk. It's for me personally, one of the greatest times of my life, and I really look back on it fondly, doing my internships overseas and living overseas and getting to meet people from all over the world. It was just such a fantastic opportunity, and I wouldn't have been able to do that unless I had done my internships and as part of my studies through RMIT. So take every opportunity that's given to you, and also really put yourself out there and back yourself. That's the advice I'd give if you're thinking about studying business at RMIT.
Well, Sam, thank you for that great information, and also some wonderful advice for our future students that are thinking about studying business at RMIT. I think you're absolutely right. It's important that you back yourself, that you look for every opportunity, both academically and outside of studies, with clubs, societies, interests, things like that. But also that you're able to use your industry experience opportunities and your extracurricular activities to help shape your future academic choices too. With our new Bachelor of Business Professional Practice degree, we're making it more flexible. We are making it available for students to start their industry engagement journeys earlier and to make them last for longer, and like you, to have maybe multiple internship experiences throughout the 4 years. Any student joining RMIT has the opportunity to undertake a placement. That may be just round the corner here in Vic Metro. It may be across the Victorian region. It may be interstate. It may be even, like Sam, overseas. International travel seems a long way off right now, but it will come back. And for any student who's thinking of starting RMIT in 2022, by the time future studies roll around, the future years, then international travel is a real possibility. So like Sam, you can maybe go to Europe or other parts of the world and really enhance your overall global knowledge of future business choices. We thank you very much for watching today and look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.